Welcome back to Melody Guitar Book 4. This book focuses on reading and playing melodies in standard notation up to the 12th fret. We're on page 22. We're staying in 5th position. We're adding notes on strings 5 and 6. You can watch all these videos for free, but it's going to be a lot easier to learn if you have your own copy of Melody Guitar 4 that you can read from and write in. Plus you can help support a music teacher, so I'll leave a link in the description. At the top of page 22, we have exercise 43. This is really just a C major scale. We're in 5th position. We've added some notes on strings 5 and 6, starting with the C. The Roman numeral 5 tells us we're in 5th position, so first finger at the 5th fret. This is finger 4 at the 8th fret on this C on the 6th string. So that's finger 4. Next we have D, first finger at the 5th fret, 5th string. Then this E, 3rd finger on the same string. We're at the 7th fret. And then finger 4 on the F. And then from here we have notes that we've seen in the earlier part of this chapter. G with first finger, A 3rd finger. Now for this B, we're going to go to 4th position, first finger, 2nd finger on this C. Back to finger 1. Now we're going to shift back to 5th position, so first finger of 5th fret, 3rd finger on the A, finger 1 on the G, 4 on the F, 3 on the E, 1 on the D, 4 on the C. And go through this, just say and play these notes to get used to that. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. Number 43 contains all the notes that you'll be playing in the next couple of pages, but I would like you to also practice number 44 so you can just play all 2 octaves that you've learned so far, from this low C on the 6th string to the high C on the 1st string. Number 44 begins where number 43 begins, 5th position, 4th finger on the low C, and then your D, the notes we just covered, E, F, G, A, 4th position, first finger on this B, and then C, 2nd finger. Now we're going to keep going up, so 4th finger on this D, back to 5th position, first finger on the E, 2nd finger on the F, 4 on G, 1 on A, 3 on B, 4 on the high C, and play your way back as well. Now here I'm going to shift to 4th position. I'm going to use my 4th finger on this D, finger 2 and 1, back to 5th position. So first finger is here at the 5th fret, but 3rd finger's on the A. Finger 1, 4, 3, 1, and 4. Number 45 is simply a series of 5 notes moving in a stepwise pattern. Let's talk about the fingerings here. We're in 5th position because of that Roman numeral 5, 4th finger on the C, so finger 4, and then finger 1 on the D. 1, 3, 4, 1. Now to the F, that's going to be finger 4, and then 1, 3. Now we're going to shift to 4th position, so just down 1 fret, finger 1 on the B, finger 2 on the C. Now C to B, just reverse that. Shift back to 5th position, 3rd finger on the A, and 1st finger on the G, 4 on F, and then 1 on the G, 4, 3, 1, 4. shift, shift back. Number 46 is all descending patterns, 5 notes at a time. We're in 4th position for our start, so finger 1 is at the 4th fret, finger 2 on the C, and then finger 1 on this B. Now here we move to 5th position, so shift up 1 fret, and then finger 3 on the A, and 1, and 4 on the F. Now shift back to the 4th position for this B, and immediately snap back to the 5th position for this A. Here's your 3rd finger on the E. The E and the A are on the same fret, just different strings. So same fret here, just move to the 4th string now. A, G, F, E, 1st finger on the D. And then D and G are same fret, just different strings. So use your 1st finger to get back to that G, G, F, E, D, and then 4th finger on the C. Number 47, now we have 3-note patterns, and we're going to talk about some alternate fingerings here. First line of 47, I would recommend just playing all of this in 5th position. So 1st finger at the 5th fret, 4th finger on the C. So I have C, D, E, with fingers 1 and 3 on the D and the E. Then D, E, 4th finger on the F. E, F, G, 1st finger on the G. F, G, A, 3rd finger on the A. Now first we're going to go over this next line the way I've written it, but then we'll go over some other fingerings. So finger 1 on the G, then 3, finger 1 on the B, moving to 4th position. Now staying in 4th position for the rest of this line, if you do my markings, we have finger 4, 1, 2, and then 1, 4, 2, 2. In those last 2 measures, if you like, you could do finger 1 on the B, snap back to 5th position for the A, playing it with 3rd finger, and then play finger 1 and 1 on the G and C. So you're not completely locked into one position or the other. Fingerings can be a little flexible. Just do what works for you, but try different things. Number 48, we have 3-note patterns again, this time descending. That Roman numeral 4 puts us in 4th position, 1st finger at the 4th fret, which means our C will be 2nd finger, so 2, and then 1 on the B, and then finger 4 on the A, back to the B, finger 1. Now we're going to shift to 5th position, so even though we just played this A with the 4th finger, we're going to shift to 5th position and play that A with the 3rd finger. So that measure right there, so finger 1, shift, 3, 1. And from this point we'll stay in 5th position. A with finger 3, and then 1, and 4 on the F. Then G, F, finger 3 on the E. F, E, finger 1 on the D. And I do recommend saying and playing these as you go. E, D, finger 4 on the C. And again, all in 5th position, finger 1 on the D, finger 3 on the E, back to finger 1, and 4th finger on the low C. In number 49, the notes skip around. We're outlining triads here. We're going to talk about the fingerings that are written and some other fingerings you could use. Starting off, fourth finger on the low C, finger 3 on the E, and G, finger 1. So maybe practice that a little bit to get used to that fingering. G and D are on the same fret, different strings. So we just got done playing G with finger 1 here. On the 4th string, just move to the 5th string, 5th fret, and there's your D. Fingering here is 1, 4, 3, and now we're going to shift to 4th position, finger 4 on the E, 2, and 1, and then finger 2 on the C. Now, if you like here, instead of going 4, 2, 1, and then finger 2 on the C, you could just slide finger 1 from the B to the C. So you could play 4, 2, 1, and then just slide over. Now, if you play it as written, you'll play finger 1, and then finger 2, and then in the next line, we have to move over to that position anyway, or you move to that position by sliding. Either way, beginning of the second line, you'll end up at the 5th fret, so 5th position. This is going to be finger 1, 3, 4, back to 4th position, finger 1, 2, 4. So those 3 notes, play all those notes in 4th position. Next measure, go ahead and shift back to 5th position. This will be 3, 4, 1, and then C with 4th finger. Number 50 also skips around quite a bit. Again, we're mostly outlining triads, except we're starting with the middle note of the triad. I recommend 5th position here, play finger 3, 1, and then 4 on the C. C and F, at least in this position of the fretboard, are on the same fret, so that'll be 4th finger on the F, same fret as your C, just on the 5th string. That'll be finger 4, 3, and 1. This G is the same fret as the D. However, we're moving to 4th position because of the B that's following. So normally that G, I would just play with 1st finger like I did the C. But because of the B, which we have to play in the 4th fret, I'm going to play 2nd finger on the G. So it's going to be finger 2, 1, 4. Now, E and A, same fret, different strings. However, instead of playing with finger 4 again, I'm shifting back to the 5th position so that I have my pinky more available for the F at the end of this measure. So this is going to be finger 3, 1, and 4. Then you're going to use those same fingers in the next line, just in a different order. Now we go 3, 4, 1 on the C. And then here we have a G, same fret, but I'm going to shift to finger 2, and then 4, 1. Now, if you like, you could, here I'm on the C, you could go ahead and play finger 1 on the G and finger 3 on the E, and then move over to the B. So you're not totally locked into one position or the other. Follow my fingerings, but maybe try some of your own as well. Next measure, back to 5th position, finger 4 on the F, 1, and this time I'm definitely going to play finger 1 on the G, same finger as my D, and then finger 4 on the C. Number 51, we'll go over the fingerings I've written, but we'll also talk about some other fingerings you might try. Starting in 5th position, 4th finger on the C. So this will be finger 4, 1, 3, still in 5th position. 1, 3, 4, 3, 4, 1, 4, 1, 3. Now the position I have marked here is 4th position, so we're going to shift over 1 fret, finger 2 on the G, so it'll be finger 2, 4, 1, 4, 1, 2, 1, 4, 2, and then finger 2 on the C. Next line, again, we're going to go back for some alternate fingerings. I'm going to stay in 4th position if I'm following what I have marked here. So that's going to be finger 2, 1, 4, 1, 4, 2. Here we shift to 5th position. So finger 3 on the A. You just got done playing finger 4 on the A, but now it's finger 3 on the A. 3, 1, 4, 1, 4, 3, 4, 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 4. Now we're going to go back to the first line and talk about some other fingerings. At the end of the second measure, I just got done playing E, F, G, F, G, A. What I have in the print there is to move to 4th position and use your second finger on the G. If you like, you could use finger 1 on the G, 1, 3, and then shift over to the B. So what's written is in 4th position, 2, 4, 1. What you could do, coming from 4th position, coming from 5th position, play finger 1, 3, and then shift. Now the fingerings will be the same for a while. Now in the next line, we can choose a different place to shift to 5th position. So still in 4th position, finger 2, 1, 4. What I have in print is 1 and then 4, 2, and then shifting to 5th position. What you could do is play 2, 1, 4, 1, and then shift here on the A. So 1, slide over, finger 3 there, and then 1. And then from there to the end, just stay in 5th position. Your assignment is to practice the exercises on pages 22 through 24 and continue the memory exercises on page 6 as needed. Take your time with this, and then when you're ready, I'll see you at the bottom of page 24 for some 5th position melodies that include strings 5 and 6. Don't forget to order your own copy of Melody Guitar 4. The link is in the description.